Hi, my magical creatures, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is definitely a messed up one because I gotta quit calling people my best friend because every time I do that, they're always doing something shady to me. Like seriously. But yes, my best friend, she slept with the guy that I liked, and it was just definitely girl code, and I had to cut her off after that. And so, but before we get into this video, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. It's a free way to help your girl out. And let's get started. So basically, how it all happened. So the guy's name, or we're gonna call him Kevin, and then the girl's name, we're gonna call her Chloe. Okay, and so basically, Kevin and I, how I know him is that me and him, we went to school together. I was in seventh grade, he was in eighth grade, and basically for PE class, he was my partner. Oh no, I'm sorry, we didn't have PE together. I did cross country in seventh grade, and he was my partner, and that's how I met him. And then throughout high school, I did cross country, he did cross country. So that's how we kind of like talked and we got to know each other. And then I think also too, he did track and I did track too in high school. So he was there. And then what else? He basically after high school when I graduated, I think no, I was still a senior. I think I was a senior and he was already graduated. Basically, we worked at this clothing retail store, and basically he worked there. I needed a job, and he helped me get a job there. And so we, would hang out and talk too there. And um, you know, I ended up, liking him, and I really started to have a crush on him, and he knew me from the beginning. He was the only guy that's never judged me. He's never been mean to me for who I was. And, I liked him, I had a little crush on him. So basically, and then how I met Chloe is that Chloe worked at that clothing retail store. So basically, it was a love triangle. Like, I liked Kevin, and then Kevin and Chloe liked each other or whatever. So basically, Kevin, he would like talk to me, and so Kevin was getting promoted at this clothing retail store. And basically, Kevin, it would just be me, Kevin, and Chloe, and we would all hang out and stuff. And we ended up going hiking, and then I just felt like he would only invite me because he didn't want things to be awkward with Chloe if it was just those two. So he would have me come because I felt like it was gonna level out and not make it awkward. So basically, me and Chloe, we would talk all the time. I told her like I had a big crush on Kevin, and all this stuff. And she really liked me. I really liked her. And so we were really cool at work. And also too, we hung out outside of work. So basically, we go to a Halloween party. So Kevin's friend was throwing a Halloween party at his house. He was a trans man, so he was a woman, and then now he's a man. And at that time, this was like before I transitioned, and before like I even thought about doing it, or I didn't even know about that stuff, to be honest. And I remember going to the party and I saw him, and I thought it was just a really short man. And I remember Chloe was like, yo, like, that used to be a girl. And I was like, shut up, are you serious? And she's like, yes, like, that used to be a girl. And I looked, and the skin was really soft looking because women's complexion has a more soft feature versus men have a more of a rough feature. And when I really started to stare at him, he kind of did look like a girl a little bit, but just with facial hair. So and then the way he talked too, he had like a deep voice, but it was like high pitched though, if that made sense. But yeah, so she was telling me that like Kevin is telling me that he like wants her and that he likes her and like all this stuff, and I'm just like, oh my god. So I was like, are you gonna go for it? And she's like, no, like no. So basically, also too, like when I was in the car, so Chloe was driving, I was in the passenger seat, and then Kevin was already at the party. So he was Snapchatting Chloe, and so Chloe gave me her phone and was telling me what to text Kevin. So Kevin thought he was talking to Chloe, but really I'm the one opening the messages and reading it to her, and then she's telling me what to type. So I'm seeing everything that goes on, and Kevin is just texting her. He's being kind of sexual with her. And basically, I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, it seems like Kevin got a little crush on you. And she was like, yeah, I think so too. I was like, well, I mean, that sucks. Like, I really liked him. But whatever, like, he's whatever, you know. And so she's like, yeah, girl, like, don't even worry about him, whatever. And so we basically go to the party. And then, you know, we're just hanging out. And I want to show you guys, like, a picture of, like, what I was wearing so you guys know, because I literally still have the pictures. So I'm going to insert them and, you know, so y'all can see how I looked and all that back then. So basically, we go to the party. We're having fun. I've never drank before. So, you know, I wasn't going to drink. I was just going to, you know, watch Chloe, let her drink, and then I was going to drive her car home. And then that's basically what was going to happen, and, you know, everything like that. So basically, after that, we're just hanging out or having fun. There's like Dance Revolution with the Wii controllers, and then alcohol, people to talk to, and those some people from high school that I went to high school with, and I was like, oh hey, like what's up, you know, so just you know talking and stuff. Um, so then after you know, Chloe ends up leaving me at the party by myself, and she basically ends up. What does she do? She ends up like I see her at the stairs. So nobody was allowed to go upstairs, but I saw her go upstairs, and I was like, Chloe, what are you doing? And then the girl just bolts up the damn stairs. And then I see Kevin up there, and he was like, Chloe, come up here. And then I was like, Chloe, like, where are you going? And so then all of a sudden, she just bolts up the stairs. Those two, they go to the bathroom upstairs. And you basically know what happens next after that. So basically, I had my feelings hurt. I started crying. Like, I was like 18. I was like 18 years old. So, like, I don't know. Like, I really was like hurt. And, like, I was just a baby. Like, I was a freshie, like, out of high school. Like, you know, I didn't know what to, you know, do. Now I'm just like, whatever. I don't care. But back then, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I was 18 and I don't know. I really liked him. So, basically, I'm very upset. It felt, I think they were up there for like 20 minutes, but it felt like it was hours. And of course, I'm freaking out because I do have abandonment issues. So, you know, that was really getting the best of me that night. I was completely like freaking out. I was scared. I was just started to cry because I was very upset that she slept with him. And I told her how I felt about him. And I'm also kind of mad at him because he knew I liked him. So, anyways, I go to the kitchen and there's booze and bottles and Jello shots everywhere. I'm drinking everything. I'm drinking everything. I'm just like F that. Like I felt like I'm babysitting her, and then you know watch her get you know drunk, and then I gotta take her home and take care of her. No, like now I'm pretty upset. We are officially not friends anymore. So I'm drinking. I get shit-faced drunk, you guys, like totally drunk. I just am slurring. I am just going crazy. It was just crazy. And so basically, one of the girls that I went to middle school with and high school with, she was there at the party, and she was talking to me. She's like, "Why are you crying? Like, what's wrong?" And I was like, basically, I tell her, what just happened, what transpired, and she was all like, "Are you serious?" She was like, "Chloe's such a slut. Like that bitch is a slut." And I was like, "Oh my god!" So then here comes Chloe. She's in the kitchen talking and stuff, and she's all pulling down her dress or whatever. She was like dressed as like a SWAT or something like that, and she had her, and it was like a dress, and so she pulled it down. And so here comes Chloe walking into the living room, and then I forgot her name. Like, I don't want to say her name. We're gonna call her Bianca. Bianca was like, "Oh my god, don't tell her what I said. Please don't." I was like, "Sweetie, I don't start shit." And it's just like, okay. So basically, here comes Chloe, and she basically walks in, and she's like, "Hey, like, what's going on?" And I literally just don't even say anything to her. I'm so mad at her. I'm very upset. I don't say anything to her, and so she basically walks away, and then so me and Bianca are just talking about her, and I'm just saying how mad I am, and like F her, and like all this stuff. So basically, I see, oh my god, I almost said his name. I see Kevin talking to his friends, and then I immediately go to Kevin, and I said, "I need to talk to you in the garage or whatever." And so everyone is laughing. Everyone's like, "Ooh, Kevin, you're in trouble." Like everyone is just oohing and laughing. Like I'm not laughing. I'm pissed. I'm like my makeup is running. I'm crying. I am so pissed. So basically, we go into the garage. I'm really drunk at this point, but I still remember like some bits and pieces. So basically, I just tell him, I'm like, why did you f Chloe in the bathroom upstairs? I was like, why would you do that? I was like, why would you do that to me? And so basically, he like I don't even remember what he said to me, but like honestly, it was just a hot mess. Like I'm just yelling in the house. I'm screaming. I'm yelling. Like everyone is just like, oh my god, like why is she mad? And then so out in the so I think I was in the kitchen. Everybody's just surrounding because everyone's like, why is this girl screaming? And so I basically scream, and I'm like, why did you F Chloe in the bathroom? And I was like, Chloe, you're supposed to be my friend. Like, you did that. And so, yeah, it was just a hot mess. Like, everybody was crazy. I was about to, like, I think hit him, I think. I don't even remember. But everyone was just like, oh my God, like, get her out of here. So I go outside. I'm chilling outside. And basically, um, the trans man's cousin was there, and he was definitely cute. He was definitely nice or whatever. And so what happened after that? He just grabbed me, and he said like, "Hey, like, why did you get this drunk? All this stuff." And so I tell him the situation. So he like I don't know, like he really held me and like was telling me it's gonna be okay, and it was really nice. And I think I asked him, I said, "Can I kiss you?" And then like literally he just did this like, and he let me kiss him on his cheek, and I thought that was so funny. He was so nice, and like I don't know, like I hugged him, and he was like hugging me back, and he was just so sweet, and he was so nice. And so Chloe too, like I ended up not being mad at her anymore, and like she ended up like taking care of me too the whole night. And then yeah, Kevin just didn't want anything to do with me. He was just doing his own thing, but he was talking to her, saying like you better watch her and like all this stuff. And I think Kevin gave me his sweatshirt because it was extremely cold, and I was wearing like this little pink glitter corset thing. So yeah, um, it was definitely a hot mess. Yeah, and so basically, um, the trans man's cousin, he walked me to Chloe's car, and basically, you know, um, he hugged me, and he was so sweet. And he still follows me on Instagram to this day, but I don't really talk to him. Um, And then also too, once we get in the car, you know, she takes me home. After that, once I got sober the next day, I immediately just did not talk to her anymore. I just told her, like, I just think that was really effed up that you did that and you knew I liked him and all that. And she said, well, you did say in the car that, you know, you didn't care. That basically said because I liked him. But then I said, you know, he's a hoe anyways. Like, I don't even care. And so she basically was like, well, you did say that. And I said, well, damn, but bitch, like, that's like that's like me sleeping with your boyfriend or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I told you, and the reason why I said I don't care is because I didn't want to seem like I was too emotional in the car. So I said that to be like, whatever. But bitch, you know, I still liked him. Like, come on. So basically, after that, me and her, we do not talk anymore. I don't talk to her no more. Um, basically, Kevin, I think she ended up leaving that retail job too. So like I ended up not seeing her anymore at that job. But then Kevin got promoted, so he ended up becoming my supervisor. And basically it was awkward. Like I did not say anything. I did not even talk to him anymore. I was so angry. I was hurt and all that. And you know, we ended up making up at well, I made up with him at work. But I mean, it was still kind of like, eh. And then he ended up leaving that job anyways, like, what, I think a month or two later. So basically, yeah. And then after that, me and him, we didn't talk for a good, I think, he would still follow me on Instagram and watch my stories. But, you know, he didn't really, we didn't communicate for, I think, a good 2 years. A good 2 years we did not talk. And I was going, this guy asked me out on a date or something, and I said no. Something wasn't right with him, and I said no. And then he texted me this crazy ass message, you guys. It was really bad. I kind of want to post it, but I'm really scared that he might like try to come find me and like hurt me. It was some crazy stuff like he called me a bitch. He basically said that you're a tranny with a dick and no one's gonna ever love you and you should die, and like it was just so crazy. All because I said no, I don't want to go on a date with you. Horrible. And so yeah, it was crazy. So I ended up posting that on Instagram, and basically he saw it and then he reached out to me and he asked me like, hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I just want you to know that like this isn't cool what he did, and I just want you to know that I'm sorry, you know. And basically I reached out back and I said, you know, it's okay. It's not okay, but I said it's okay. Basically I was like, I was just really embarrassed at the party for like what I did. So that's why like I just, you know, stopped talking to you too. And so he basically, you know, apologized, and, you know, I said it's all right. And I said, well, you know, I'm over it. I mean, I'm past that. If you want to, you know, he was like, yeah, like, you know, he said, let's go out for dinner or something. And I was like, all right, cool. And, you know, and that's how me and him reconnected again. And now he's really cool. He's my friend. Like, we actually talk. He knows all of my boy. I talked to him about my boy problems, and he's a very supportive guy, and he's very cool. And you know what's really funny is that he's having a Halloween party this weekend, and he invited me to go to this Halloween party. So definitely, I will be on my best behavior. I'm definitely not gonna let a remake of 2014. I'm just no. So, and then also Chloe, yeah, I don't really talk to the girl anymore. I heard some really sad things about that girl. Like her dad ended up dying, and the girl went through a lot, and it was really sad. And the only reason why I know that is because I'm friends with her mom, um, friend, her daughter. They know each other, so the two moms talk. So, and then I remember she told me that like, yeah, Chloe's dad died, and like before he died, he got them like both Christmas presents, and it was even close to Christmas, but he still got them a Christmas present or whatever. I was really, you know, even though she did what she did, I still like have a heart, and it's like, understand nobody should lose a dad, you know. It was really sad how it happened. I think he had cancer and he died. Um, but yeah, it was really sad. But yeah, and then I ended up seeing her again when I went to college. She was in my chemistry class. She sat all the way in the back, and I sat all the way in the front. And so I didn't know it was her. I was like, that girl kind of looks like Chloe. I almost said the girl's name. And so she basically, I just looked at her. I was like, Chloe, is that you? And she was like, oh, huh, hi. So I went and talked to her. You know, it was really awkward. But after that, I didn't really talk to her again anymore. And I think she ended up dropping that class. But yeah, that was the last time I seen the girl. And don't care where she at now. So, but yeah. So I'm looking forward to going to this Halloween party this Saturday. So I'm really excited. I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah, it's gonna go have fun. I can control my liquor, so yeah. But anyways, you guys, I hope you guys love this story time. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay magical.